Hello, everybody. My name is Kat Cosgrove, and this is the what's the date? September 4th SIG release meeting. As with all other Kubernetes project meetings, we are beholden to the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which boils down to be excellent to each other. So please be nice and please don't say anything that you don't want posted on YouTube forever. So, all right, let's get in here. This is going to be a short meeting. There's not a whole lot in the agenda. Do we have any new members or new attendees who would like to introduce themselves? No?
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Omar, and I'm new to Kubernetes, and I would like to contribute towards the SIG release. That's why I joined these meetings. I want to know how you as a team work, and you know, so I'm still new, but I would like to commit to this SIG release.
Okay. Awesome. We're happy to have you. Welcome to the meeting. I am quite sure that we can find something for you to do. We definitely have stuff that needs doing. Anybody else
Thank
want to
you.
introduce themselves? Okie doke. We'll jump into project updates then. Do we have an update on patch releases, OBS packages, supply chain security, or artifact validation? Stephen or Veronica?
We've got several folks unavailable on the meeting currently.
Yeah,
So I think we'll,
you
I
all
think
know.
yeah,
We got
I
patch
think the latest
releases.
stuff will be the release team. But sorry, Veronica, go for it.
We got patch releases next week. I have been going through the cherry pick list. I think we have very few left, like three or four. But always on Thursday and Friday we tend to get more. And yeah, and we don't have any volunteers yet to cut the patch releases, but I'll make sure we have someone.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Then the next update item is me, the release team. The 134 retro is complete. We still have pretty significant ongoing issues with Krell that require engineering resources that we don't have. So if anybody is familiar with Krell or willing to become really familiar with Krell and wants to help fix some stuff that is broken, please DM me on Slack and I will point you in the correct direction. We do have quite a lot wrong with it. One of the most significant issues is the fact that it does not reliably work on Windows. And we do have release team members using Windows who need to be able to like generate release notes. So yes, even
Uh,
in WSL.
Kat, do we have a list of what's wrong? I know that you had mentioned some of this on the release team retro, but I want
Yeah,
to make sure
Viom and
that
I have an
that's
action item to put together an issue with the myriad problems that it has. So we can have that done, I don't know, early next week.
okay. Cool.
Also, the version 135 Shadow application is open. So if you are interested in applying to Shadow on the 135 release team, please do go ahead and apply. That application is open until September 14th at midnight anywhere in the world. So do take a crack at it. Any questions about the release team? Okie doke. Open discussion. Kick it over to Mario.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm here with the AI Conformance head-on, organizer of AI Conformance Working Group. So we have a first version of the required musts for the conformance, and we were discussing how we structure it and how we follow cadence, and also how we create like something where companies can stick to. And the Kubernetes conformance is following release processes. So basically, you need to be conformant for a Kubernetes minor release, which means that every release you need to basically redo your conformance. Because of the easiness of this, we would like to follow this. However, because this is the fluctuating and it's things are changing for the AI conformance, we also would like to follow basically the code freeze in this, so that we basically say that no changes to the AI conformance requirements can be made after the official Kubernetes code freeze happens for a minor version. Is this and we would basically want to place this somewhere so that it's actually written down and no one can violate this, and that also the release team is aware for stuff like this. So this would be our idea. And we also want to follow the release thing, so that you need to have a conformance, you run your conformance with each Kubernetes minor release.
Are you asking us to enforce this for you?
Enforcing it is potentially our SIG that is owning us, or there's two SIGs that are owning us. Or if we want to I would like to have it written down in the release process that we basically say that also conformance for AI conformance is affected by code freeze, like you did, for example, with documentation, I believe.
Those have their own freezes. They have their own phases in the release and their own freeze. So are you asking us to introduce an additional freeze?
We could follow the code freeze. So we could say that we need to apply it to the code freeze.
Okay, so I don't see a way that this doesn't create work for the release team, because if somebody wanted to introduce AI conformance changes post code freeze, they would be able to file an exception request, which we would need to handle. I don't have a problem necessarily with this producing work for us. There just has to be an awareness that it produces work for the release team.
Okay.
If we're going to do that, then it does need an additional call out in the release phases documentation. It does need to be explicitly called out in the code freeze section that AI conformance is included in that. I think we can do this, but we cannot implement it for version 135. This will have to be implemented in the next release at the earliest, because we're about to start the cycle. We can't be introducing changes that quick.
Yeah, we shut down basically any changes until KubeCon. So we limited ourselves. So basically there's nothing going to change anymore until KubeCon. So we are fine if it's not formalized for 1.35.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about introducing this for 136. That release cycle won't start until January.
Yeah, that's also
okay.
fine. Yeah, and the question is, what would you? How can we help you formalize those stuff? So where can we basically help you write those things?
So Mario, real quick, it would be helpful to see a proposal of like a short one of the scope of these changes. I mean, specifically around AI conformance. I'm not personally familiar, and I think for several of the folks on this call, they probably haven't spent time in working group AI conformance. So I think it would be useful to just kind of connect the dots a little bit.
Then
Sorry, Kat.
It's okay. I don't think this introduces a small amount of work for us, but it's mostly like front loaded, like documenting that this is a rule that has to be followed, and maybe we deal with the occasional exception request. I don't think that this is any more difficult than SIG asking us to warn people about PRR deadlines. So, yeah, streaky work, but yeah, get us a proposal, and if we decide we're fine with it, I personally don't see a problem. I will tell you where you can put the docs, and there is existing documentation there that you can use as like prior art to guide your writing.
Yeah, that's great, because I just want to prevent that, or I just want to have basically rules written down that we don't run into a similar situation that we had with the other conformance.
Yeah. Well, that was a different problem.
Yeah, I know, but
yes, we don't. Conformance doesn't need any more bad press.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Exactly.
Okay.
Great.
Anything else?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anybody got anything else? Okay. I'm going to stop the recording then. Say wave hello to YouTube. Stop share and stop recording.